Hello everyone, so I'm going to review something else that's been posted by Rupley, okay? Now it says here, UK left-wing activists occupy former police station, okay? Let's see what the reason for is before we... As part of Kill the Bill protests. Now, do you know what this group is called? Is probably the most hard-hitting name I've ever heard in my life. It should strike fear into everyone. It should strike fear into authority. So they are called themselves the Serious Annoyance. Yeah, let me repeat that. Sit down. Grab a seat. The Serious Annoyance. Okay? And they supposedly have occupied an abandoned police station in the London borough of Clapham, close to where the Sarah Everard event happened, right? And they're there to protest the new proposed policing bill by the UK government. Okay? So this was put on the 26th, so not long ago. Let's just watch it briefly. It's not very long. Before they start their amazing speech, I want you to have a look at how they're dressed. Look at the guy with the green coat on, right? Can you see what it says on his baseball cap? I'm not going to say the words. Basically, it says sick and then the C word, okay? So that's the hat that they have decided to put on so that they give themselves a good impression. Because remember, they're protesting against a bill. They're trying to be all serious, right? And also, they're talking about supposedly the murder of a young lady. So what better thing to wear than a baseball cap that says the C word on it? I mean, you know, it looks professional, doesn't it? You know? And just look at them. Before they've even opened their mouths, do these look like the kind of people that you would go and join and become part of their movement? Because I'll be honest with you, if I saw them, I would walk the other side of the road. And again, before they even speak, you got to think to yourself, these look like actors. Yeah, they look like actors. Like I said, he's wearing a cap that says sick and then the C word on it. Now, they're all wearing the face covering as well, so they pretend like they're anti-government and the proposals that the government has, but yet they're wearing the face covering that the government tells them to wear. So make your mind up. You're either sort of anti-government policies or you're not. I don't really think that you can pick and choose. So let's listen to them now. Bless them. Look how she's just staring at the camera, this one on the right.
We, the Serious Annoyance, have occupied the former cabinet.
See, I wasn't joking. They are actually called the Serious Annoyance. Look at the guy with the red hat. You can barely even see the knobhead. And the guy next to him. They've got their face coverings right up to the top of their head. What the hell? And they're going to make out it's because they're such, like... They're so political and they're so anti-authority that they must cover their faces so that they can't be recognised, yeah? But then they're doing an interview for Rupley. Okay.
Cavendish Road Police Station, located 200 metres away from where Sarah Everard was last seen. Located 200 metres away. What I reckon about this girl is that she's gone to acting school, because she's got that sort of voice where it feels like she's gone through some kind of elocution lessons or whatever. And then as she's talking, look to the person on the left as well. Look at what they're doing, right? Next to her. Away from where Sarah Everard was last seen. We demand the withdrawal of the Police Crime Sentencing and Courts Bill, an end to male violence, and to fund...
You see what she's doing? She's grabbed her piece of paper and she's reading it as well. Again,
I don't really believe that if you're speaking from the heart, I don't really think that you need to like have it scripted and read from it. I mean, are you that stupid? Are you that um, unenthusiastic about your cause that you can't remember what you need to say? I mean, when I do my videos, I don't write anything down. Okay, everything is done freestyle, spontaneously, and that's why sometimes I mess things up, and you can tell. But I don't care because I'm speaking from the heart, and I don't need to write it down. It's very simple.
Funding of police and a refunding of communities. We have shouted, we have marched, and we now stand as a coalition to resist this authoritarian state.
She messed up twice now. Yeah.
Over the last few days, we have faced numerous attempts at intimidation. The police have not shied away from shamelessly harming those grieving and responding to Sarah Everard's murder, and we will continue to resist their force. We will...
Again, I repeat, they're talking about the murder of a young lady, and you got the guy with the baseball cap that says sick C word. Yeah? I repeat and emphasize that point. Yeah?
Persist in enforcing our rights as squatters to occupy this empty building in political protest. We stand together as squatters, feminist groups, anti-fascists and black liberation groups, united against repression. We intend to use this space for political education as well as a rejection of land and property ownership.
Brilliant. Brilliant. What a speech that was. And they're just standing around like they don't know what to do, like they're just doing it for a job. You know, it's just, what a load of crap. Is basically what I'm going to say about this, yeah?
The government has announced plans for a new crackdown on the freedom to protest.
Right, watch her hand. Let me get rid of the captions. Right, watch her hand, and also realise that she's got that sort of voice where you think she might be an actress, yeah? So let's listen, and watch her hand. And you see how at this point, the guy with the offensive hat is stood next to her, but then when they're talking, he's not there. It's almost like they didn't want him to stand by the person that's talking. Yeah? It's very weird, this.
The government has announced plans for a new crackdown on the freedom to protest. Buried in the 300-page bill are sweeping new powers to tackle non-violent protests.
Mate, how are you going to oppose authority and make a stand when you can't even hold a piece of paper still? What it shows me is that you're so nervous that you can't control your own body. So what that tells me is that you're not actually a campaigner, because otherwise you would be more confident, yeah? And also what it tells me is that you don't believe what you're saying, and your body's rejecting what you're doing, and it can't cope with what you're doing, yeah? It's not natural for your body to do this, so therefore your body's rejecting what you're doing, and it's making it so that you're weak and you can't even hold a piece of paper still. So again, watching this now, and watching a woman who can't even hold a piece of paper still, is this the kind of movement that you want to join? And then ask yourself why the hell Rupley have made the effort to come and film this pile of shit. Ask yourself that.
That have significant destructive effects. Born out of the Home Secretary's fury at the Black Liberation Movement and the government's frustration with trying to contain it.
Jeez. And again, not looking at the camera, right? Can't hold a piece of paper still, reading from a script.
Extinction Rebellion and HS2 protests, these draconian new laws are a threat to any protest group taken to the streets. Protests are necessarily disruptive, but proposed changes to the law make it an offence to cause serious annoyance or inconvenience, effectively allowing the police to criminalise any public protest.
I personally don't think that they even read this bit. I don't think they even read the script until now. I think this is the first time they're reading it. They've just been given that, told to read it on camera, and that's why they make the mistakes, and that's why she's holding the paper like, you know, she's got no bloody control over her own body.
is a breach of human rights and a great threat to positive change.
And then they zoom in to the top of this building, and I asked my missus how they would have done that painting, and yeah, I'm not quite sure how they would have done that personally. You know, considering it's right at the top of the thing. Yeah, I don't know. And they're saying free Mumia Abu Jamal. Now, I remember this guy from the 90s, right? Now, I personally don't believe that these kids here, who are probably in their 20s, have any idea whatsoever who he is. And that is just some banner that was put there. And it's nothing to do with these kids, because I might be wrong, but I don't personally think they even know who he is. I do. But yeah, I'm older than them. And then look, here they go. That is just the most ridiculous coat I've ever seen for a man to wear. Look, so there's their script, yeah, that they didn't know that they had to have written down for them so they could read it out, yeah? We, the serious annoyance, have occupied the former Cavendish Road police station. Brilliant. So basically what you've done is taken over a building that no one gives a damn about because it's not used anymore, and you expect us to think like you're doing something real, yeah? Like I said, you've taken over a building that no one cares about, it's not even used, it's pointless. Yeah. It's just like everywhere there, it's just, there's no one there. I bet no cars even go down that road. It's like the most quiet place in the world, but yet they've chosen there to take over and show the world what they're doing and how serious they are about this bill, that they've even put graffiti on the top of the building like that. And remember the guy with the sick C word hat as well, guys. So yeah, what do you think about that? I think that's probably the worst group of protesters that I've ever seen in my life. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I'm not exactly, you know, I'm not exactly jumping out of my seat to go and join them. Yeah? Let's go back to that bit with the girl. Look how she's like studying her paper, making sure she gets it right, because she's never read it before until this moment. Yeah? Look. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Yeah, let's leave it there. Let's go back to the start so you can see the guy with his baseball cap. Yeah. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. This is the best they can do. This is their crack squad of protesters. Yeah. I just think they're a bunch of student actors. Yeah. I think they were given those speeches to read. They'd never read them before. That's why the girl's so nervous and can't even keep control of her own hands. So yeah, they are, remember what they're called, the serious annoyance. We are seriously annoyed about you murdering females. I can't tell you how seriously annoyed we are. We're that seriously annoyed that we've got a man with a baseball cap that says Sick C word on it, who's dressed in a fur trim green jacket, as you do when you're protesting against the police who have supposedly murdered a young lady. Yeah. So yeah, if anyone wants to join them, you know what they're called and you know where they are. They're in some building that no one cares about because it's disused, down some industrial estate probably where no one's been for 20 years, and with a guy with Sick C baseball cap and a woman who can't hold a piece of paper still. But yeah, if you want to join the serious annoyance, you know where they are. Yeah, so there you go. Just thought I'd bring that to you. All right, take care for now. Peace.